My dad was involved in a catastrophic motor vehicle accident that left him with a permanent disability for the rest of his life. For the next 3 years, we were negotiating against the claim adjusters, and my mom was working 3 jobs just to put food on the table. And ultimately, my dad ended up settling his case for pennies on the dollar because he didn't want my mom to continue working so hard. For our family of 5, we ended up walking away with about $200,000. And that's not a lot of money. It's crazy having gone on this journey through life and somehow been brought back to be able to solve this problem that was a big part of creating me. My name is Ray. I'm the co-founder and the COO of EvenUP Law. We're a San Francisco-based tech company, and we build AI that predicts what personal injury lawsuits will settle for. We are the first technology that's ever been created to essentially automate this entire process and also keep the quality high while ensuring that these firms get all this work in a cost-effective manner. The vehicle of which we deliver these predictions, these estimations of what your case is worth, is through a demand package service. Essentially, the first sternly worded letter that is sent to an insurance carrier saying, my client was injured, here are the injuries they sustained and some details around the accident and like what those injuries are worth. Typically, attorneys will spend 5 to 10 hours drafting these demand packages to come up with all of the estimations and summarizing all the medical records. That's where it's very time consuming, and everybody at a firm has so much work and they're spread so thin. We can save them time on doing all that mundane work in terms of drafting the actual demand and help them focus on what actually matters, getting the requisite information to work up the value of the claim and delivering a 10 out of 10 customer experience for their clients to facilitate word of mouth and referrals. That's where we've done our job really well. We have former defense counsel, ex-claim adjusters that work with our data scientists and our engineers to basically help us understand what are the biggest value drivers of which we should highlight in a demand and what you can expect that actually comes into the demand. We've built the artificial intelligence that parses through your medical records, extracts all the things like ICD injury diagnostic codes, lays that out so it's very easy for the claim adjusters to just get what they need. The whole idea of everything that we do is just make it easy for the claim adjusters to basically understand our point of view of why the case is valued as this much. Every dollar value that we cite within the demand, we will back up in some shape or form. So whether that be using verdicts and settlement data to justify our pain and suffering amounts, or computing the economic losses for your claim, just given the W-2s and the pay stubs, we rock out all the calculus and all the work behind that to make sure that we send out a stellar demand for every case. We also flag anything that could be like a red flag or something that's going to make negotiations a little bit more difficult. So we provide litigation teams basically a full bullet point view of, here are all the pre-existing injuries and the things that are going to cause you trouble, and these are things that you would essentially have to prepare for in advance. Something that we offer that nobody has is a completeness check. And so we actually flag if there's any missing bills, missing records, missing providers. If there's like a potential TBI claim, we'll flag it for the attorney and we'll say, hey, you actually want to pause on sending this demand, and instead we should send the client to a specialist first. So essentially making sure that there's no money left on the table. The coolest part of AI, we're humanizing the entire demand by telling the story of how the client's life got flipped upside down. These are the components that typically kind of get missed today because firms are trying to move so fast, but that's the pain and suffering that we want to make sure that we articulate. We want to bring that back because this is the story actually matters. There's always been this trade-off between quality and efficiency. But what's cool with AI and the stuff that we're building today is that AI is here to help us do things that we never would have imagined that we could accomplish with our time.